What's up, everybody, man? Welcome back to Throwing Salt Podcast, man. We're back for another episode. This episode is called Speak Your Truth. We're going to dive into some real good conversation. We're going to the story of Moses and Pharaoh and the things Moses had to go through knowing that he was not of Pharaoh's house. Man, y'all stay tuned. This is going to be a good one. Speak your truth. See y'all inside.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of What We Doing?
We're
throwing salt. I am so glad that, like I say every week, you are here. It's another day that the Lord has kept us, and I'm glad about it.
So glad.
We were on vacation last week.
Yes, we were.
Needed a break. It was good to reset. You know what I'm saying? To kind of unplug. That's what they say.
Yes.
I just felt like we just unplugged from here though, because everything else was still plugged in everywhere else.
Everywhere else is plugged in.
It was still plugged in.
Don't you just need a break to reset and reassess?
Yeah. What happens when we say we're gonna give ourselves a break, but we don't break?
You just try to do it again next week.
Okay. Well, we can't leave them again next week. We miss y'all.
We definitely missed y'all.
Definitely. So, and we're excited about this week's episode because it's really based on really what's happening in this world today. There's this cultural divide. There's feel like there's a lot of just falsities. Yeah. There feels like it's just tension everywhere. It's feeling real weird, and I think it's speaking to transitions. It's speaking to growth. It's speaking to unrest, civil unrest. It's speaking to who we are, right? New norms and what we just won't allow anymore. But sometimes, sometimes you feel like you're in a bubble to where, or people they call it this glass ceiling, where you feel like there's certain things in you that need to be birthed, but we haven't finished the 9 months yet, right? It's still growing, and it's just not right timing. But we just don't know when the timing is, and it has to be all in God's timing.
Yeah, it's like you said, I just think it's transition, man. I think the world is transitioning.
Yeah.
And I think even in the natural world, even in the spiritual world,
absolutely. It happens there first, though.
It happens there first. So our transition's been happening for a while.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to move into the natural realm of the world. It's okay, now we're starting to see people just move here. Then this person is moving out of here. What you thought was comfortable is not comfortable anymore.
Exactly.
What you thought you had security in, you don't have it in no more.
Yeah.
The blanket has literally been pulled from you. And the people you thought should be is not.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And you think that you it's like there are some truths that have been uncovered.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of lies that's been told too.
I mean, we were talking about before. I mean, sometimes the truth and the lie looks the same. And you're just trying to figure out and decipher, like we said before, what's really the truth. What is really God? It's not like that I don't trust, I don't believe, but I'm trying to pull back the layers to figure out what is what. What is
the thing that I look at too is a lie and the truth looks the same when you figure out who told you it first.
Give some color to that. I don't understand.
Because some people can tell you something. Because remember, you have their side.
Right.
You have your side. But then you have what's the truth.
What's the truth? Yep.
And who tells you it first? It makes it seem like it's true.
Got it. Okay.
What's name said, but that ain't what really happened.
Right. Okay.
We get to people that go to divorce court.
Right.
They be like, he was a slum. She But he be like, no, you was texting my best friend.
Right.
You were doing this. You didn't tell them all of that.
Right.
The truth comes out with the pictures and the ring cameras.
Yeah.
They be like, you were horrible.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's who told what first, who filed first, who did this first. It's like you look at it like we go back to the Adam and Eve story.
Yeah.
God told her don't touch it. But his truth sounds so much better. But it wasn't the truth. It was a lie. But it sounds so much better.
Yeah.
So it's like, she's like, I was feeling like that though.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I think with this transition and these things that are moving and shaking, it brings all the feels, right?
Yes.
It brings sorrow, it brings grief, it brings freedom.
Yeah.
It brings all the feels, because that's what truth does. And we'll get into some things because we do want to hit a few points today that I think is very important about this week's episode. But we want to just help our listeners and our audience to know that we get it.
Yes.
Like, it brings all the feels. People feel like, I'm a First 48 fan, and people, the police, when they are interrogating, they're like, "Why didn't you tell us the truth first?" Because I was scared, right? And then you're always thinking, like, as a bystander or somebody's looking on the outside, why don't you just say it first? But then you're not in the story, right? Because it really, even in this type of environment, like, the truth brings fear. Like, do I have to speak truth to power? If I do that, is there going to be, repercussions? Am I going to lose?
There's always been repercussions.
Especially when you have somebody who is not willing to hear the truth, right? Or feel like you are attacking their character or revealing something about them that they don't want nobody else to know, right? Or it's like, this is about to compromise. If you say it, it's going to compromise what I've built, because I've built these things on lies and on falsehoods and on these things. And if you come in here revealing stuff, then I don't know. And that's what the same thing when Jesus did with the Pharisees and the scribes, right?
Yeah. And it's not just the Pharisees and scribes. He's just with just people in general.
Absolutely, yeah.
He would ask the hard questions.
Yep.
And give the hard truth.
Yeah.
And people couldn't deal with that because they lived in a lie for so long.
I know. They didn't know what the truth was, though.
And you have to be ready for truth.
Absolutely.
You have to be ready. And I'm not saying that truth is something that we are always want to accept.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Because the truth really shines more of a light on us than it is anything else.
Yeah.
But when Jesus came and when he started preaching and he started teaching, he literally wrapped his sermons into truth. That uncovered mess.
Yeah.
That was been there for centuries. Remember, these people wasn't like this just for 40 years or 33 years. No, they was like this for hundreds of years.
Absolutely.
So you telling me to undo 100 years of brainwashing of lies.
Back to identity crisis. Like, this was my whole identity, right? You know what I mean?
Yes.
This is who I am, who I've become based on these things that I lived, I was told, I was groomed in. And now you're telling me it was all a lie. And so today's topic is speak your truth.
Speak your truth.
And we're going to really take it from, there's multiple stories in the Bible that we can go to, but I think we're going to go really old school, going back to Sunday school, the story of Moses. Because I think that story really just, it helps you to sink in for a lot of things that Moses had to, one, realize, understand, accept, and then walk in it. And then have to be the barrier of something, or the carrier, right, of something that he just found out almost 40 years ago. So mind you, living his life all the way up to this point, having to go into this wilderness, having this wilderness experience where he had to be retaught these things, and then having to come back and walk in it to the same people that he loved, right? And that's the part that we're going to travel through today. But go ahead.
No, the truth does feel like a wilderness, though.
Yeah. Like you're alone.
You feel like you lived in a house with a man that never was your daddy.
Yeah.
And the only reason why you got there, the truth is that he tried to kill you.
Yeah.
This is the only reason why you're here now.
Yeah.
You were escaping death from a man that ordered it.
Yeah.
But because his sister seen you and had compassion on you, she brought you in.
Yeah.
Now, the way God sets this up was so amazing that he had led your mother Jochebed to raise you, even though she was the one that pushed you in the water to save you.
Yeah. She still, was able to wean and all
to
of that.
wean you, so because she was in her court.
Exactly.
And thank God the water led you to her house.
All ordained.
All ordained.
Yeah.
But the whole time, she had to keep her mouth closed. How does it feel?
I know.
To keep your mouth closed, to save your son from a truth that he's going to eventually have to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You might not know it now, because I can't really reveal this to you, because I know they'll kill me if I tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So I let you grow up in a way that's not your own. I let you live in a house that's not your own. I never even hinted to the God that we really serve.
To save us.
To save us. To save us.
Yeah, to
it wasn't
save
just
us.
To save you.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
Save us.
Like, I kept quiet because me being quiet helped to save us.
But look
I needed to be quiet.
How detrimental that can be.
I know. I know. It's two sides to that.
When you got people that's in life now that they're here because of a raping of a family member.
I know.
We can't tell that part of the story. Or
I know.
you say she was your sister when really that was your mama the whole time.
Right.
But I'm doing this to save your mental.
Right, to save the family's
To
name.
let you know that, Uncle made a mistake.
Oof.
Unc made a mistake. But the truth is, you really his child. What? And that's I got a girl that she's a coworker of mine.
Yeah.
She's just finding out her DNA.
What
now.
do you mean? Her DNA.
Her DNA, who her real family is.
Gotcha.
Just finding it out. And she stumbled upon it. Nobody was going to ever tell her the truth. They was okay with her living in the dark.
Yeah.
They were okay. And that's the thing.
That's the point right there.
Are people okay with you living in the dark? I'm not okay with living in the dark. But I'll tell you this. You may get scared when the lights come on of what you see.
And I think, to your point, people may be okay with you living in the dark because it's saving them, right? Remember, we are living in a nation that I think we're starting to see the turn a little bit, but this nation is still very divided. There's there's always going to be the have and the have-nots. There's always going to be this selfish nature in man, especially when we don't come to the realization of who the true and living God is, not just who we come to church and just be around, but when there's real actual change on the inside that we can really love our brothers as ourselves, right? Then there's always going to be this selfish nature because that's what we know first. And because of that, me exposing things to you or telling the truth or revealing things, if it's not good for business for me, then we don't need to know, right? Then and that's what you're going to your point is that, are we okay with people living in darkness? I hope not, but
like this.
I don't know.
What bothers me, and I share this with Dad.
Yeah.
I said what I get tired of is that the truth of the matter is the church in America, the Western culture, is the most undisciplined church in the world. We are the most undisciplined religion in the world.
Yeah.
Why would I say that? Because we're the most obese. I'm like, we come up for prayer, and I got to speak the truth on this.
Yeah.
For diseases that you can cure yourself.
Absolutely.
By stop eating.
Yeah.
When Jesus said, you are the temple of the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
You are.
Yep.
If your house has holes in it, how long can he rest in it? Or is it rest for the Holy Spirit in your temple? Because it's always sick.
Yeah.
But the truth is, you ain't do nothing about it when you had the warning signs.
Yeah.
That's the truth of the matter.
And we still know the truth, but don't want to change because we still like it.
Because we like it and it's comfortable.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
The lie is comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I can always put it on the devil.
Yeah. That's the cop out.
He's the crutch that I lean on.
Yeah.
See, it's the devil that's making me do. No, it's not.
Right.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. Bro, the devil didn't tell you to eat 8 pieces of chicken. He just didn't tell you to do that. And we just got to be honest about that. You got $20 in your account and you went and spent 15 when you got a light bill due.
Yeah.
You ain't disciplined.
Right.
And that's the real truth of it.
Yeah.
You never was taught discipline. When you cried, your mother gave you food.
Right.
So that's the coping method that you have when you're grown.
Yeah.
And now that you have cancer, now that you have high blood pressure, now that you have sugar diabetes, you blame the devil.
Right.
And then you get laid hands on and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Why is nothing happening? Because there ain't no truth being told in the book. The truth is, you got to get back to discipline.
Yeah, or you go up for prayer about a certain sickness and then, expect this miraculous miracle from this almighty God just for you to go back out
and do the same thing because you learned nothing.
Right. It's
you
like there's been no change in your groceries, how you pick your food. There's been no change in how you're sitting to learn the word. There's been no change in your lifestyle.
Nothing
and
changed.
then this is what happens. I like this and it has to happen with a switch within you first, right? You have to come to the realization of the truth. My husband right now is down 50 pounds because he made the conscious decision to do it, whatever, right? And sometimes you think, well, because I'm skinny, I don't need to be doing all that. Like, you go ahead and work out every day. Like, why are you doing this? But then now I'm in the gym with him like every day. It's not like I don't work out or I'm not used to working out, but I got comfortable too because I was sitting there like, well, I mean, I'm not big as you. You know,
Right.
you make concessions. I mean, well, I mean, I could still fit my clothes. Like
Right.
that's, I mean, but then you start realizing certain things that are becoming habitual that you're like, well, I mean, this. I'm going up a slight size. It ain't that much, but then you're like, and then you're looking at what you're doing too. Like, okay, well, I gotta have a snack every 2 minutes. Like, what is causing? Why are you eating so much? Like, and then you're like, okay, what now? Like you said, your mindset has to change to be like, now, one, of course, you know, he doesn't mind. High blood pressure is rampant in the Black community, right? And a lot of it, some of it could be, you know, biological,
Hereditary, yeah.
you know, and hereditary, but a lot of it is because of our makeup, what we do, what we put in our bodies.
And how we deal with stress.
And how we do exactly
Yes.
stressors.
Yeah.
You're right. And so, you know, seeing him lose this weight and do these things, I remember we were doing a lot of stuff health wise for ourselves, and a lot of the things that we thought we would get certain percentages for because he's military, right? In certain areas, they're like, yeah, no, you're not gonna get that because you under the limit now. Like you're doing the right stuff, and now you're like. Okay, but it's like you're prioritizing health over being sick, but at the same time, look what the society is teaching us is that they'll pay you to be sick. You know what I'm saying?
But guess what, though? This is another truth, though. Why do we, and I have to say this, and this is real.
Yeah.
We put prayer over top of inconsistency and think things are going to happen.
Absolutely.
Meaning what? Okay.
Yep.
And we say that it's spirits when we don't understand it.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's the devil. No, it's herbs.
Right. Right.
No, hibiscus.
Right.
It's herbs. It
Right.
helps your blood pressure to come down.
Right. Right.
See, when you have knowledge,
Yes.
it opens you up
Yeah.
to not just say and stay in the box
Yeah.
of comfortability.
Yeah.
Meaning what? The anointing moves better when you're consistent.
Absolutely.
It can flow better when you're consistent. Have you ever seen people, real truth in the Black church, when you know they didn't practice before they got up there and
Oh
sung?
yeah. Absolutely.
But you expect God to move with your inconsistency.
Yep. Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
When you got people of the other persuasion, they practice 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
And it comes off better. And then you wonder why. See, God not in it. No, you're just not consistent.
Yeah.
It's not that he's not in the song.
Yeah.
Because it's talking about him.
Right.
But you ain't consistent.
And
And
it
it's
could
not
be-
consistent in practice. You ain't consistent in your lifestyle with God.
Right. Right.
That's the truth of the matter.
Yeah.
And we try to make it work as a magic show on Sunday
Right.
when you don't do nothing Monday through Saturday.
And to your point, the truth is going to always reveal itself because you'll see where the consistencies lie. Some people like the idea of singing and being able to run, right? Because they like the instant self gratification.
Yes.
And what people, that was hot.
Whew.
But when
Who's been delivered, though?
Exactly. And during the week, are you reading your word? Like, how you as a Levite, how is that coming across that you're not actually portraying spirits, right, in the sanctuary because your life is not aligned to your run.
Yeah.
Your life is not aligned to because you can lead the people to a place, but your life is not aligned in that space. And then you wonder why Sunday you could feel very rejuvenated and full of power, and Monday you're back to, well, if he does
Because
if he can do it.
That is the most dangerous part
Yeah.
that people don't tell you about a Levite.
Yeah.
Is that you can be anointed for a gift,
Yeah.
but when the anointing leaves you, you can still feel like yourself.
Yeah.
Like, oh God. That's why preachers tell you all the time. They won't tell you that.
Yeah.
That their inward struggle, they try never to display it on a Sunday morning.
Right.
But they still got Monday through Saturday to go through before they come back to Sunday.
Yeah.
That's why Jesus prayed by himself most of the time.
I know.
Because there was a lot of things that I had
Yeah.
to keep hidden
Yeah.
from you guys. Remember,
Yeah.
I took off glory.
Yeah.
I took off who I really am to live this natural experience, and I'm kind of getting a little agitated with it.
Right. Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because y'all don't believe me.
Yeah.
Like, this is the thing. It's like, okay, how long have I been with y'all? Like,
Right.
it comes out
Right.
in certain areas.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, how long have I been with y'all, man?
Right,
That y'all
right.
don't understand that we can just do
Right,
this if
right.
we just have faith. And you
Right.
mean I just fed 5,000? You think I can't feed 4? Come
Right.
on, like,
Right.
What we talking about here?
Right.
So his Godship kept showing because that was his real truth.
Yeah.
The real truth keeps coming out because I can't really lay in the darkness because I am the light of the world.
Right,
I can't really cover myself. This is the realness of the truth.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to hold back for y'all's sake.
Yeah.
But what happens when you just keep trying to hold back? That hurts other people, though. Because remember, they said, well, Lord, won't you just tell us plainly what you want to do?
Right.
I just need to know plainly because I don't get your metaphors.
Right.
He said the secret of the kingdom is only given to certain folk. Man.
Yeah.
But this is the thing that we have to understand is that truth is being divvied out, but are you ready to accept it?
Exactly. The acceptance. And then I think, too, to your point, like that's where the frustration lies, where you're at a place, like, say, for instance, like you mentioned, Jesus Christ, he was at a place that he knows all, sees all, is in connection with the Father, and his mindset is already at a level that cannot be comprehend, right? Or you cannot comprehend. And then you have the finite, where you're trying to bring them to a level where you are, and it feels like it's taken longer than you wanted to take. And there's always these type of reversions where it's like, all right, good. Okay, you're on a straight and narrow. I think, you got it now. And then it's like, wait, what? You back to the... You went back to this? What? Like going back to your vomit. And I think, like you said, sometimes truth has to just be told and revealed. And just like how Jesus did, there has to just be a wilderness experience. He has to walk away. There has to be, you have to now come into this knowledge and understanding to where now Jesus is not there, but Peter can still say, silver and gold have I none, but such as I have.
And truth is confronting things also.
Yeah.
Moses, even though he was in the wilderness, Jethro said, you got to do this on your own. I can only tell you where the mountain is.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you one thing. God is up there.
Yeah.
But you got to climb a little higher to get to the truth of your destiny.
Yeah.
His destiny was on that mountain.
Yeah.
The revealing of what he was supposed to do was on that mountain.
Yeah.
And as he went, he ran into truth,
Yeah.
which was God.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't scared to stay in the valley.
Right.
Comfortability is in the valley. But
Yeah.
remember, you only will get the valley experience. And that's it. If you climb, you will find something or you will see something that nobody ever saw. Nobody else saw that.
Yeah.
But him. Nobody else saw that burning bush.
Yeah.
Not consumed,
Yeah.
but talking out of.
Yeah.
And then telling you, this is what I need you to do. And you coming to grips with, I was in his house, in Pharaoh's house, not to stay a son for him,
Right.
but to understand their ways.
Yes. It was almost like you was a spy.
I was a
and you
spy,
didn't even know.
and I was uncovered, what's it called? Undercover spy,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
didn't even know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he taught me the ways of them
Yep.
to understand leadership.
Yep.
Because I was going to lead people out of where I came from.
And like you said before, and it was because Pharaoh wouldn't have heard anybody else.
No, he wouldn't even got the audience.
I'm about to say he's not listening to no slave.
No.
Like if mind you, Pharaoh is ruling these people for all of these years, over 40 something years. And then all of a sudden you got a slave just coming out the blue like God said this.
They're not even going to listen to you.
You wouldn't get to the palace.
No.
It had to be Moses because he was already he had the audience. He was going to be able to be the one who comes in and be able to speak to power because he had the power before.
And because he had truth.
Yeah.
Ramesses' love for him brought close proximity.
Yep.
That was true too. It was a true love between them two.
For sure.
They was brothers.
Yep. They loved each other.
Regardless if we came from different mothers.
Right.
We were brothers, man.
Indeed.
Don't ever forget that.
Yeah.
And Ramesses was trying to get Moses to pull him back into that truth.
Right.
We're brothers.
Right.
Come
Right.
on.
Yeah.
What you talking about? You're losing it, man.
Right.
Moses said, nah, bro, we not brothers like that.
Yeah.
I only knew the truth on your side that
Yeah.
made us brothers.
Yeah.
Now I know the real truth. We are so far apart.
And the thing is, in that space, we could essentially still be brothers. It'll just be we have a different cause now, right?
But
We
if
have a
you would have
different
been my
love.
brother, if you would have just yielded to my God.
That's what I'm saying.
But you didn't
We
want
could
to.
still, like I said, it was like you said, it was Ramesses trying to bring Moses back to his old reality, but Moses also trying to bring Ramses to this new space,
This new norm.
and this new norm, and be like, hey, we can still be brothers. I will still treat you as such. But here's the thing: we can't do it with you oppressing my people anymore. We can't do it on the backs of my family. We can't do it through chains. We can't do it through this mentality that you're trying to keep us low. We have to do it through love. Let's do it through a different way.
Cannot look through the lens of a lie when I know the lenses of truth.
Exactly.
When I've
We'll never
cleaned
be
my
able to do it.
glasses to know this
Yep.
is true,
Could never do it
I can
again.
never look through the lens of a lie anymore.
Never.
I can't look at you the same when I
At
know
all.
you violated me.
Yep.
Now, I can forgive you, but I
Yeah.
will never look at you the same.
Right. Because I know now what's in you.
I know what's in you, and I know
Yeah.
you did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Especially when you know you did it on purpose. And especially, Pharaoh knew
Yeah.
Moses never was his son.
Yep.
You let me live with that for 40 years. And even though I knew, or even though Moses thought that he was a part of Pharaoh, there was something still in him
Yeah.
that knew.
And
I'm
it's
not
so
really supposed to be here.
Yes, and that's what God would always do to us, right? And just like how we are, the Bible said that we're like, there's a saying that we're pilgrims passing through. There's always a freedom, knowing, and a war, an inward war, when you know that you're not of this world. And you feel it daily, especially when you start, like you said, coming more so to the knowledge of who Jesus is in your life and what he starts to do and reveal, and prayers that start to become answered years later that you're like, wait, what's happening? And it comes swiftly, right? You feel like it's taken a long time. And I just love Peter and Jude, because they talk about, like, look, we hear all these things that you're coming. But he's like, my delayed coming is for redemption's sake. I'm doing this for patience.
Yeah.
I'm extending patience because I want
For
all
salvation,
men to be saved.
To
But
be
you're
saved.
thinking, because I've let all these things happen, because my grandmother and said it, my forefathers said it, that you thinking we're on the same time wave. You thinking a day with me is a day with me. It's 24 hours in a day, when a day with me is 1,000 years. We're not on even the same time. And you're looking at it as you're taking too long. But I'm saying I'm right on time. This is literally what has already been the plan, your entire life. And I think going back to the Moses story is that you think about Moses and his upbringing, being in the house, like you said, raised as an Egyptian, but always not really realizing that he was a Hebrew the whole time, right? That he was a part of those. He was a part of the bloodline of those that are getting whipped and spanked, and then was a part of it, right? You know, and that's another thing, is that once you come into that space, what inward struggle do you have when you know that you were a part of like Paul? You were a part of the persecution, and now you're trying to be a preacher for those that were persecuted.
That he had. I can see that being a thorn.
I can see
that
it.
torment, the devil would never let you live down, because that is the truth.
You killed my mother, my father. Now you telling me
killed-
about this God
you
that we
locked-
already knew about?
You held the coats of
Yes.
the people that stoned Stephen, the first martyr in the church. Stephen was the first martyr in the church that was recorded.
Yep.
And Saul, which was now converted to Paul, was the one that held their coat so they can get a good throw.
Yep, exactly.
But that sticks here.
Yes.
All truth ain't always manageable.
Yeah.
Some things weigh on you because it's truth.
Yeah. There is a weight of truth.
Let's be honest. You don't know you sick until somebody tell you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can go, and that's the thing about truth too.
Yeah.
You would never know you had cancer until somebody told you did. So you've been living your life normal.
Yeah.
Now, how do you handle truth?
Right. What's the next step?
What's the next step after getting the news of the truth?
Yeah.
Now, how do we handle it though?
And I think that's going to point one, like when you come to the knowledge of it, right? Because that's the thing that Moses had to grapple with first, is that this life that I'm living is not my life.
It's not my life. Never was.
And facade could say, I mean, it was your life because this is the life that you lived. This is the life that you were given. Da, da, da. But it's a life that was afforded to me that was built under and sometimes I mean we say lies, but again, because we had to believe that Pharaoh looked at Moses as a son for real, because again, he wouldn't have given him all these things. He would have been well taken care of. He wasn't like, a Hebrew baby that they just kept in a cave, right? They treated him as their own, right? And that's what we talk about, what sin would do. It would treat you as if you were part of this world. Grand.
So you can stay around longer.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they ostracized him with gold, with royalty, and he still would have felt like an outsider.
Yeah.
But sin don't make you feel like an outsider.
Exactly.
It makes you feel like you're a part of me.
You're a part, yes.
Nah, you just want, God just know you're going to be like him.
Right, yeah.
That's the sin of it.
Uh-huh.
You ain't got to obey.
Yeah.
Do your thing because you're going to be like him. He don't want you to be. So you try to throw a little insecurity in there on God's part to make her fall.
Right.
Just like with things that we know about Moses, right?
Yeah.
So the weight of the truth.
Yeah.
Now it makes you feel guilty because, Lord, why did you do this for me? See, truth don't always pan out like we say.
I know.
It can be a weight of it.
Yeah.
For slaves back in the day.
Yeah.
People that was of the fairer skin, they laid in the house.
Right.
Why me?
Yeah.
But my brother that's not as fair skinned as me, he out there picking cotton sun up and sun down.
Yeah.
There is a weight of truth too.
Yeah.
So first we got the how do we handle it?
Yeah, like coming to the knowledge. And I think, that moment feels very scary for most.
Yeah.
Because it's like, now that I know, I can't unknow. Now that I see, I can't unsee.
Can't unsee.
Because like you said, when your eyes and even your spiritual eyes are now open, you can't see the darkness anymore as an excuse or as a way to, obviously you can probably escape back to it, but as a way that seems right anymore.
So what we decide to do when we don't want to confront it, we'll ignore it.
Yeah. Act like it don't exist.
Like it don't exist. So
and we'll stay silent and quiet.
he beat you the first time
Yeah.
in a relationship.
Right.
But you'll just say, oh, it's because I was running my mouth. No, you should have never got hit.
Yeah,
Let's be
exactly.
honest.
Yep.
That's the way he do things because that's his truth. But because you don't want to leave and start over,
Right.
you'll deal with it and put it under the rug until what happens? We get a call to say he done killed you. When you should have got out when you seen the truth from the beginning.
Yeah.
But then like people sometimes they feel like I can change him. Oh, I can change her. No, bro.
Yeah.
You can't. That's the truth of it.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is you made a mistake. We don't want to live in the sea of mistakes.
Right.
We want to live in that truth that wasn't right.
Right.
What they said, I probably shouldn't have never did. And people don't like that. They don't like to come into that knowledge of it.
Yep.
But see, Miriam, we got to get to this part.
Yeah, you got to get to people that's going to just say it and don't
Miriam
have
told
no
Moses,
qualms.
she was like, hold up, bro.
Right.
You my brother.
Right.
No,
That's
let's get
Miriam
this.
would be me. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. I understand you saved him from that Egyptian.
Right.
But that's because it's in you, bro.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Right.
Ain't in me. I'm
Yeah.
a Pharaoh's kid. No, you not.
Yeah.
You bleed our blood, bro.
Yes. Yes.
Don't ever forget where you came from.
And then, like, not even just that, then come with receipts.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, no, your mother is Jochebed.
Right.
That same lady that was weaning you all
Yeah.
the time, that's your real mama.
Yeah. And then start telling stories. Like, go check this out and look at this and research it. If you think I'm lying, go do your own research.
Go ask the one you call daddy.
Daddy. Go talk to him.
Go ask him.
Ask the source. Confront the source.
Confront the source. Go ask the one you call mama. While
see
we
what
out
they
here
say.
working, you in there living in the palace. Now, let's be real. You just like us.
Yeah.
And what Jesus came to tell you was, you just like me.
Yeah.
That facade that sin put to you,
Yeah.
you was never a part of their clan.
Right.
I've come to set you free.
Yeah.
To let you know this is the side you has always
Yeah.
been on.
And greater work shall
And
you
greater
do.
work show you do, because now I get to shine the real light
Yeah.
on the dark situation. You've been existing, you ain't been living.
Right.
When you start living, you start seeing.
Yeah. Because there's intent. When you want to live, there's intention.
And
like,
it makes you, man, it bothers you too. Because the simple fact of now I have blockers of, what's the word? How would I want to say? When you get truth, you have blockers of now a consciousness.
yeah,
That I don't even feel the same about this anymore.
yeah, yeah.
I can't even go to that site no more and
No.
feel that same
Way.
freeness
Yeah,
of
yeah,
doing this.
yeah.
Now there is a judgment in my
Yeah,
heart.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
when
yeah.
I know the truth is
Yeah.
starting to take hold.
Yeah.
But there is a judgment now.
Yeah, yeah.
There is a consciousness of don't do that.
Yeah.
I ain't had that at first.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cheating was my thing. Now I'm conscious of, I don't even want to get into a conversation if it's not going left.
Right.
So
Right.
that's who I was. I can't. Stealing was your thing. Now
Yeah.
you just be like, you know what? Man, I'm about to just go because for real, they probably need that money.
And like you said, to that point, like we said, we're birthed into this sinful nature. But once we start to realize what the truth is, like you said, it holds us stronger because truth
Holds
is
accountability.
strong.
It is.
Truth is freeing.
Yes.
And the thing is, even if you're not super saturated in the Word of God, when you start to come to a realization of just any truth, you can't see the old thing the same way, because out of the blue, why wouldn't Moses have been like turned her down and not sought after what truth was?
Because he
knew.
He felt it too.
And we all know.
Yeah.
We all know when things that we do or we hear, when it's just you like, I'm trying to sit here and look nice and smile, but it's something that's in my ear that's screaming loud, that's saying this is not right, and I need to say something, or I don't know what's about to happen. You know what I mean?
Like I seen something. A person told me the other day. Something like I was in work, right, and the girl was like, "Man, yeah." I was in a conversation with a couple people, and they was talking bad about you. Mm-hmm. She said, "Man, I had to just get up and walk away because I know that wasn't you.
Right.
I know that's not you.
Yep.
But because I didn't want to ruffle no feathers, I just walked away.
Yeah.
Because I know what you displayed to me.
Right.
I said, dang.
Yeah.
So your truth do set you free.
Oh, it does.
Because just because a person tells a lie, when a person knows the real truth about
Yep.
you, it's very hard to sit in a conversation around people that really is telling lies.
Yeah.
Because your life speaks truth.
And I think tying it back to where we are today, there's a lot of, let's just speak for the antagonist. Let's just say that, yeah, you want us to do all this truth talking.
Right.
But we still got somebody sitting in office, 34, 35 felonies, doing what they want to do. All I see is darkness and across the land. I don't see light here. I don't, where we're going, how this world is and is moving, and all of these truth speakers, every time we find something out, it feels like it's muddled in more lies, or that we're being silenced, right? Because we can't even have anything on the news that's speaking against what we see without us being silenced. So why should I be the one that say something? Why I gotta say something? Why can't I just be silent like everybody else? How do I know that my voice is going to be heard at all? How do I know that what I say is going to make a difference? And for me, I would also just be like, how do you know it's not though?
Yeah.
Right? And the thing is, what truth does, not just for everybody else, it's doing something for you. Mm-hmm. Because again, without it, that's the turmoil for you.
Yeah.
Like, you're the one that's now in conversations, you angry. Like, it's going to reveal itself, because the truth has to. It cannot stay silent long.
No.
It's just no matter how hard you try to oppress it. We've even seen it, like I said, on regular, like I said, you know, I'm a crime girl. Cold cases.
Yeah.
10 years.
10 years.
12 years of somebody trying to bury something.
Yeah, because they try to muffle truth.
Yes.
Truth always tries
30
to get
years
muffled.
of you thinking you getting away with this crime where you killed somebody, whatever the case is. And one thing, we found a hair. It's the randomest thing. It's like, it's the one thing that sparks a whole, like,
slew of other things. Yeah.
And then it just changes your whole perspective.
But wasn't
one
Jesus
thing.
that spark?
Yes, he was.
Was he not that spark
He was
of
a
truth
spark.
in a dark, dead world?
Yeah.
They said at the right time Jesus came.
Yeah.
Why? Because, dude,
Cultural divide, spiritual
it was
divide.
government divide,
Yes.
spiritual divide. We had leaders that were corrupted
Corrupt.
by the government.
Yes.
Remember, these Pharisees and scribes went with the government too.
Oh, yes.
And they were allowing them to do their thing as long as you did what I needed you to do.
Exactly.
What did they say?
And getting
they
killed
didn't
for it.
say to Pilate, do you honor God?
Yep.
They said, do you fear
Do
Caesar?
you Caesar? Yep. Do you fear Caesar? Yep.
I never caught that.
Yep.
Do you fear Caesar?
Mm-hmm.
This man is calling himself God and a king.
Yeah.
Do you fear Caesar? When really, Caesar ain't your real king.
Exactly.
If you thought he was, I understand he is your oppressor at the moment.
Yeah.
But he was never your real king.
Yeah.
But y'all looked at Caesar higher than y'all really did God.
Yeah.
Because you didn't even see God when he came in your midst.
Yeah. And essentially, when you feel like that you are the one that can't say it, and you feel like, why should I do these things? Essentially, silence becomes betrayal.
Woo.
And it becomes betrayal to yourself first. Because the thing is that what we would like to be in as humans is free. Right? That's what the Lord has come to give us. Freedom of mind, freedom of speech, freedom of heart, right? And when you know to do right and it's in you and you don't do, remember the Bible says, woe unto you.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a betrayal unto who you really are, because your character, right, is what fights your flesh.
Yeah.
Who you are inside, the you that you want to be, is who fights the you that you are.
Yeah.
Because
or the you're betraying to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you know to do right, and you know it's not right, and you see the injustice, and you see the wrong, and you see this, but you decide to, that's not my problem. And I'm not saying every fight is your fight, because a lot of people will say, hey, I gotta, for me to be a witness to the Lord, I'm going into the hen houses, I'm going into the clubs. You better make sure the Lord sends you.
Yeah.
Because every club ain't for everybody.
Ain't for everybody.
Every crack house ain't for everybody.
Every street ain't for everybody. Huh?
So the thing is that, not saying pick your battles, but let the Lord guide your battles and lead. Because when he goes, truth goes before you.
Yes.
And you go behind him. Does not mean
that opposition don't come with his leading.
It's still going to be.
Because Paul was stoned with God's leading.
Yep.
That's why he said, in the body or out the body, I do not know. Do you know he was stoned at that time?
Moses was still betrayed by his own people. Like, he's in there like, why you breaking us out here? We should have just stayed there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, for real?
Yeah.
Like, I done just went to war for y'all, and y'all telling me y'all want to go back?
He said, you back up.
Yeah.
Because now it ain't even about you.
Yeah.
Now they coming at me.
Yeah. Miriam
even got into it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you ain't the only one he speak to.
Yeah.
He speak to me too. He was like, tell her to put her hand in her pocket. I'm going to show y'all who the real true leader is.
Yeah.
Just because he speaks to you don't mean you're the leader. Just because he speaks to you does not mean he's the one that you're the one that he called to lead these people. God can speak to us. That's the truth.
Yes.
But the truth of the matter is he ain't choose you to lead. That's why he told her, put your hand in your pocket.
Yeah.
And when she poured it out, it was leprosy. Because you thought because I speak to you, you had power to lead.
Or the same authority.
Or the same authority.
Or
you
the
don't.
Same stature, yeah.
And what did God say? The flex was, the truth of the matter is, Moses, if you say it, I'll release her.
Putting it right back in position.
Put you back in position.
Yeah.
Let me let you know your role.
Yeah.
Speak your real truth. The real truth is get behind us and follow, not lead.
Yes.
We may not understand everything you do, Moses, but we just got to follow it.
Yeah.
We don't understand everything God does.
Yeah.
Some things is frustrating.
Okay.
Now that's the truth
that's
of
the
it.
Truth.
Some things is annoying if we can speak the truth.
Right.
But it all works together for our good.
It does.
And that's the truth also.
Yeah.
It's layers to truth. There's degrees of truth.
Yeah.
Do you really want to know? Do you? And I may not tell you everything.
Yeah.
You got to be okay with me not saying all things.
Yeah.
Walking in this walk with Christ. See, because some people don't follow Christ because they don't understand.
Right. And let's go to the next point, because again, we talked about point 1 about coming into the knowledge. So now Moses realizes, okay, so I'm Pharaoh's son, but I'm not of Pharaoh's lineage.
Nope.
Okay, so what do I need to do now? Now it's like you said, now we have to learn the ways of the truth. So now, because I know who I am and not, how do I figure out what that looks like now? Because I am learning who I am again. And this is where the Lord comes in again. He had already structured his life, but then there's that 40-year wilderness experience where he's going to sit under leadership, where he's talking to the burning bush, where he's learning the ways of the people now, because these are the people that you have to lead. But remember, you can't sit in a high horse in Pharaoh's kingdom and expect to lead people you never went to the neighborhoods of.
Have you ever, when you come to the knowledge of truth that you were just good for proximity rather than being a son,
Right.
that hurts.
Yeah.
When you was just good for business, some people kept you close
Yeah.
because you were good for business.
Yeah.
Not that they ever looked at you as a son or a daughter.
Right. Or never that they revered you,
No, they
or looked
revered
at
you or
you
nothing.
any
When
other
you
way
realize
that,
that
you
your
are.
job
Yeah.
did not need you like you thought they did, that's the truth.
Yeah.
When you looked at it that I thought our friendship was better than it is.
Right.
When really they treat you just like everybody else if you don't do what they say.
Yeah.
So we were really never friends. We were really never friends. Because as soon as we had our first argument, you told me how you really feel about me.
Yeah.
So you walked past me like you don't know me.
Yeah.
But we used to hang out all the time. But you was never really my friend.
Yeah.
I was good for proximity because I made you look good. I was good for doing your work at work.
Yeah.
That's why you kept me along. I took the blunt for you. That's the truth of the matter. See, truth ain't always what you really want to see.
Yeah.
But it's necessary.
It's definitely necessary.
It's
And I think-
necessary.
and it's necessary to, the message of truth is necessary.
Yes.
And I think, so the Bible talks about some people you have to save with fear.
Yes.
Some people you got to do a little honey.
Yeah.
You got to get the bee with the little.
Yes.
So I think too, the message of truth needs to be taught, because Jesus didn't, like you said before, he didn't always come direct and throw tables
Nope,
over.
he did not.
And say, stop selling in my father's house.
Yes.
He was never that type of Jesus all the time.
Not all the time.
Some of it was like, let me tell you about a parable.
Yes.
Let me wrap this up
The
in a
kingdom
little
is
bit.
fashioned into
right.
this.
Let me tell you a story.
Yes.
Because it's going to help you connect the dots a little bit more. And then it's going to be, in layman's terms, like, how long, like you said, how long am I going to be with you? Because my time is winding up and you still acting like you ain't got it. Why are we
And
still
I
in
need
this?
you to
and I
have it.
need you to have it.
Because I'm leaving.
Right. I'm out of here.
And I need my representative to have it better than anybody
Yeah.
else. Because how do you further the business if you
Right.
don't know the plan
Yeah.
of the business?
And are not walking in the truth.
And not walking in the truth of it.
Or will be easily persuaded by the lie. Because remember, just because Jesus left, that don't mean the Pharisees and the scribes didn't continue to be the Pharisees and the scribes.
I just heard this literally in my head. That's why Judas could never go with the 12. That's why he was excommunicated. Because he was compromised. He would not, when things would have got hard after Jesus left, he would have been the first one to fold the gospel.
Every single time.
Every single time.
And it would have
So you
tainted
were
the
not
message.
fit.
Yeah.
Because if you can betray our Lord
Okay.
in
At this
his
point.
in his place,
And seen
the miracles, when you don't see him, you will fold quickly,
even quicker.
So,
And that's leading people astray.
why
even
do you
more.
think that God don't make certain people's leaders, even though they are around leaders?
Yeah.
Because He knows the intent of their heart.
Right.
God knows the truth before people will know the truth.
And I think, like, to your point, people feel like because they're good managers, they can be leaders.
They cannot.
Or pastors. And
Yes.
that's different.
No, you
have
get
to have-
administrators.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Those are skills.
Yeah.
But a pastor's and a leader's heart, their hearts are different.
Yes.
They're the ones staying up. They put you before themselves.
Yes, they do.
The truth is, right?
Yes. They're not stubborn.
They're not. They listen.
Yes.
They allow you to call their phones at 10 and 12 o'clock.
Real
at night.
leaders. Now let's say real leaders.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jesus, even having grief of
Yeah.
John's death,
Yeah.
still worked miracles while grieving.
Yeah. Yeah. Leading while bleeding.
Leading while grieving.
Yeah.
This man, this God led, but the truth of the matter is he knew his John was gone.
Yeah.
And I still had to do the work of my Father. That's
Yeah.
the truth.
Yeah.
I still hurt.
Yeah.
Don't mean he didn't cry.
Yeah.
Because the Bible said he went off by himself.
Yeah.
And they came and found him.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth of the matter is, after that, he fed 5,000.
Yeah.
And when they could not understand his message after he said, eat of me, they walked away from him.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to deal with that truth too. That the people that I feed may not stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
The people that you gave advice to,
Yeah.
the people that you sat up and talked to, the people you gave Kleenexes and tissues to when they was going through their marriage may not be with you when you're going through the struggles of yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe don't have the money to give you when you have yours, your financial
Yeah.
business. But that's the truth of the matter. You're going to have to help people that you know ain't going to help you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and to your point, I think that's a hard reality because again, we're human who have emotions and have feelings and know that the truth is necessary, but not always profitable. And it could be sometimes too that the truth is out of timing, which is why we need the Spirit, because sometimes we can speak the truth, but like you said, we speak it in anger.
Yes.
We speak it in wrong
Yes,
timing.
yes.
Like we've spoken it too soon.
Yes. Yes.
Where the person hasn't really grasped like meaning that, like you said before, it could have been a situation where there was an incest, or like Moses' case, he was being groomed by a totally different family. But if Miriam would have said these things to him, say when he was 10 or 11,
he would have got her killed.
it would have been too soon, and it would have been detrimental
It would have got her
to
killed.
a generation.
So truth needs timing.
Truth works best in its
In
proper
its proper
timing.
timing.
Absolutely.
That's why we say all things will be handled. God said that.
He
and
will
so
do.
so the thing is, we look at it, he's the God of justice.
Yes.
But our justice, his justice may not come in our timing.
And we
that's
got to
the
be
truth.
okay with that.
We got to
though.
be okay that the slaves of the 1800s
Yeah.
and 1700s will never see this day, but it came.
Yeah.
And we are justified
Yeah.
from the wrongdoing. They realize now they messed up.
Yeah.
Okay, we did this. What we're saying is, just because it don't look good in your timing does not mean that the truth will not reveal justice in another time.
Yeah. And I think that's what the Lord tells us too, to remember, is that, again, the timing of everything is different in his eyes. And although we want justice and righteousness today, it may not be for us. We could be the ones paving the way, right? The Martin Luther Kings of the world, the Malcolm X's, because again, it was truth, but his was in a little.
He was like,
different.
let's get the guns and
Right.
let's go.
I mean, but
Storm the castle. That's what it was.
at this point. I mean,
the Black Panthers of the world. I mean,
hey, like I said,
it's like, bro, we tired of being oppressed.
yeah, and so
And I get that truth, though. I understand it.
And that's what I'm saying. There's two dichotomies. There's multiple feelings. There's people who get the truth and come to the knowledge and feel like the war is now. Let's fight. And everybody come fight with me. But that's not everybody's fight, right? Some wars have to be handled in the White House first. Like or like you said, it has to be at the Pharaoh. There has to be Moses that's coming out of the White House that has to have to tread lightly.
Yeah.
And you feel like, see, you little Oreo, you sitting there, you Uncle Tom, and we gotta work. We gotta be strategic,
but
people.
look at Jesus, like you said. Look at how God did this, right? Look at the flex of the truth. The truth was Moses was not Ramesses' brother.
Yeah.
But Ramesses loved him enough to have an audience with him.
Yep.
So God had to use Moses because he knew that with me saying what I needed to say to Ramesses, he still wouldn't kill you because he loved you, and that was a truth.
Yep.
I hated what you're saying to me, but I do love you, so I won't kill you.
Right.
So God had to use him. And the same man that he used to release his children from slavery was the same person, Lord have mercy, this joint is wild to me, that he used to save him from a river that tried to kill him.
Yeah.
God turns right back around with the same voice to let Pharaoh know that now everything comes full circle. As you took God's people, now God is going to take your son. And that is what's going to help you release his people. You put a flex on us when you threw my kids in the Nile. But now the spirit is coming down. That everybody that don't have the blood is going to be consumed. And because you didn't agree, nor did you listen to truth, your son was consumed. And that opened up your heart to let minds go. Sometimes it takes death to understand real truth.
Well, I mean, and that's what the Bible says, is that, you know, a lot of the things that we see in the world is lack of obedience to parents, right? Is lack of obedience to leadership. And then you wonder why, well, I mean, why did he, I mean, the thing is, what was happening behind the scenes? And I'm not saying that everything comes from a obedience issue, but what we see now is that everybody has a truth, but nobody wants to follow it. Everybody believes that they're right. Like it says, so a man is in his own ways, in his own eyes, but there's going to be a fall, which is why it is imperative that we're listening to one voice,
real truth,
which is his.
Yeah.
And try, and I know it's hard to decipher, but that's where that consciousness is going to continue.
The spirit kicks in.
It's going, and that's spirit
and
that's
truth.
where he's going to start to help you to unravel layers, because again, there is a lot of layers. There's a lot of layers in trying to uncover, and mind you, it's not going to be overnight. Like people say, you're not going to come into the knowledge of the truth and all of a sudden. There are some people who have done that. Hey, I came to Jesus just as I was, and then the next day I didn't have the taste of cigarettes in my mouth. Right. But there were some other things that you still had to uncover. Yeah. For Moses, it took him 40 years to come and walk in it, so that he is now in a space that he is like, that he's unwavered, right? And that leaves us to, you know, our last point is that sometimes that's when you realize there is a weight to truth. So you've come to the knowledge. Now you're learning the ways, and now you got to walk in it. And when that happens, there's a weight that comes with that. Yeah. Because like you said, you can no longer unsee what you see. You can no longer stand quiet when the Lord starts to speak and you're trying to evade the voice.
Look at the weight of truth. If you look at the weight of truth in the Bible, the weight of truth for Jesus was the cross.
Yeah.
That was the weight of his truth.
Yeah.
And somebody got saved from his sacrifice of the weight of his truth.
Yeah.
The centurion soldier said, I mean, not centurion, the soldier, the Roman soldier that pierced him in his side said, truly, this was the Son of God.
Yeah.
Truly. After seeing that,
yeah,
that's truth right there.
Yeah.
Nobody dies for a lie.
Yeah.
People will die for the truth.
And look how the truth was high and lifted up.
High and lifted up.
Because it will always, it will always come above.
Above the sin,
will always
the death.
Surface.
Yes, it will always.
It has to.
The weight of the truth for Martin Luther King took his life.
Yeah.
That was the weight of the truth.
Yeah.
Separated him from his little babies. But the truth weighed more than his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he balanced the scales of it.
Yeah.
It's like, I got to tell the truth. I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
We're cleaning tables that we can't sit at.
Ooh. Yeah.
We're picking up trash from houses we were never been invited in.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. We're giving scraps from the food we cook.
We cook. They give you the scraps of what you cook gourmet.
Yeah.
I can't deal with this. I'm tired.
We kill the animals just to feed you, just for you to give us scraps from the stuff that we
scraps.
Farmed, cooked, and...
The truth of the matter is that I am living beneath my privilege.
Yeah. And the truth has come to give us freedom.
The truth has come. Jesus has come to say you can live above this.
Yeah.
Satan kept you in the dark to say that this will always be you. And Jesus has come to show you the light that this would never was supposed to be you.
Yeah.
This is where you was really supposed to sit.
Yeah.
But because you lived in the dark world, you sat under your privilege.
And that dark world was your reality, but the truth is becoming your new reality.
Because it's your new norm.
Yeah. And you have to embrace it, because if not, you will always sit in the space of falsehood, right?
Yes.
You need the reality of truth to be able to walk in it and to be free, because you'll always have, like we said, this identity crisis. You will always have this warring on the inside, because it won't let you go.
It won't.
Trust me.
Especially when you start feeding truth.
It won't let.
Yeah.
Like I said, first 48, when those killers come and they confess, you can feel that it was time. They were, yes, it literally has a physical appearance. Because
lies are
constraining. Yes, they're chains.
It's a chain. And that's why Jesus said he came to destroy the yoke.
Yeah.
Not to break it, but to destroy it. Because anything that's broken can be put back together.
Yeah.
A lie can be fixed up.
Yeah.
But when truth comes in that destroys the lie,
Yeah.
you can never put that lie back together
Yeah.
again. You can never put it back together again.
Yeah, and the weight for some of us may seem heavy, but just think about Moses himself. He had to confront a man that was probably the most powerful man in the world at that time.
At that time, yes.
And he had to walk. So imagine the thoughts. It wasn't like it was a car ride, a jet plane. You was getting there quick. You walk through deserts. You walk with your people. You had to be a mouthpiece for your people. You had to do it in front of people and continue to believe that God was going to do the next miracle that he said he was going to do.
When you didn't see it.
Because remind you, like, you were still learning the God of the universe
of the God
as well.
The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Okay, cool. You did the snake thing. You gonna do this? You about to do this frog thing too? You had to continue to believe daily and to be confronted with, is he going to do it again? Or is this the end for me and my people, and I'm gonna look crazy?
This can go into another conversation, but we'll just
because you're about to wrap it.
What do you do when the God you serve and the God they serve do the same miracles?
I know.
Because they can see too, just like your prophet can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What happens then?
Yeah.
Because remember, as he threw down
his
serpent,
yep,
they threw down theirs too.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because witchcraft and black magic is real too.
But that's for another conversation.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about that later.
That's for a whole nother topic.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that later.
But I think, just to close this out, I think, just for those who feel this way, that the weight of truth is heavy, right?
Yes.
There's consequences. There may be job loss. There's risk of...
You may lose friends.
Of friendships, right?
You may lose family.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah.
You may lose comfortability.
Yeah.
You may lose comfortability with truth. And I'll say that.
Yeah.
Everybody can't handle truth.
Yeah.
And that's real.
Yeah.
Because they're just not in the space to handle it. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean you stop talking.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing with Moses is that he didn't go by himself.
Nope.
And that's what we have to go. We have to go with strategy, and we can't go by ourselves.
No. God
has to always be leading. Because we don't know, especially in this day and age, truth hits people a little different nowadays. You don't know if you're going to get shot or what, just trying to be truthful. And then, especially if you catch somebody on the wrong day, you angry, they angry, somebody not walking away nowadays. Mm-hmm. So remember, we have to be good stewards of our body and our minds and ensure that the timing of truth is right.
Yes.
Because truth is always going to be right? But when do we say it?
Yes. Because if they're not apt to hear it.
Exactly. It doesn't
it's
feel
like
true to them.
giving pearls to swine.
Exactly.
It's really like giving that. And that's why, Jesus talked in parables to some people, and then some people he spoke plainly to. Because they were able to handle the truth.
Yeah. And I think our prayer for our listeners and even ourselves today is that that the Holy Spirit always gives us courage
Yes.
to speak the truth,
Yes.
and that we not be condemned and feeling ashamed or afraid after we do it.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be feelings, of course, and for sure. But what we know for sure is that that truth is going to bring freedom we've never seen before.
Yes.
And to open up our minds to a space that God can do the miraculous when it's done in truth.
Mm.
You want to have clean hands, like he says,
And a pure heart.
and a pure heart.
Yes.
You want to make sure that your motives are pure when we say
Always
it.
right, yeah.
Because again, you can say truth, but you can have a bad motive.
Yeah.
How does it sound to say you got stinky breath and I don't like you? Like
Yeah.
opposed to I'm gonna pass you a mint today because I smelled. It's different,
It's
right?
different. It's different.
And that's
You ain't
what
trying to embarrass me.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it can be done.
Can
Truth
be done.
doesn't always have to feel like
Yeah.
I gotta tell you now with this
Yeah,
with
no.
this with this
Even the way we
burning
approach
tongue.
the gospel truth.
Thank you. Yes.
I don't have to say everybody's going to hell.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, bro. How about this? The wages of sin
Yeah.
is death.
Mm-hmm.
But the real gift
Of
of
God
God
is
is
eternal
life.
life.
It's eternal life. What I want you to do is come on the side of life.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have to experience hell, even though you think you're experiencing it now.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is there is a better way.
There is a better way.
There is a better way to come out of your feelings
Yeah.
into the knowledge of God
Mm-hmm. And his truth.
and his truth.
So we're saying today that for those who've been wrestling with some things that you need to get off your chest, that you've been knowing that you've been keeping dormant, and God has been pushing you
Mm-hmm.
to say the truth. Today is the day.
Mm-hmm.
Today is the day that we encourage you to speak your truth. But
The
do
real
it with
truth.
strategy.
Yeah.
Do it with the love of Christ and let him guide you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this has been
It's been a
good
good
topic today.
Speak your
Speak
truth.
your truth. And, we look to see you guys next week, Lord willing.
Lord willing.
Because, again, we don't know the
We
day or
don't
the
know.
hour.
And that's the truth also.
And that's the truth.
People
we don't
say,
know.
I'll see you tomorrow. You don't know that for sure.
We don't know. But if it's his will,
If it's his will.
and I pray that it is,
Yes.
unless he wants to take me, because he
Yeah,
can
if
take
he
all
take-
of us
yeah,
at this
come on.
point.
At this point-
Listen, we ready. Right. Look, you already ready. You got your.
I got my Pentecost.
Look, you
right
got
on
your Pentecost
today.
white. You ready? Yes, you ready.
I'm going to that gate.
You ready for the
Oh,
gate.
taste
Okay.
and see.
Okay. See.
That he
Then we
is good.
see, but he is good.
He is good.
All right, y'all, because we could get too carried away.
Yeah.
We love you. We'll see you next week if it be the Lord's will. Until next time. Bye.
Preserved by my Redeemer, the Messiah, and the leader. Belly full of living water, just in case you need a leader. Reflecting the overseer, protected, cause Lord, I need you. Can't let a day go by without giving the word a try. But what if I fall short and I'm in need of a friend to pick me up and help me start believing again? Continue fleeing from sin. Man, we just fishing for men who throwing salt. The perfect seasoning for the season. You win. You win.
Ain't got time to play around. Put some salt up on the ground. Throwing salt, throwing salt, throwing salt, throwing salt, throwing salt, throwing salt.